A brand new season, a brand new series on JB Motorsports. We are getting all set and ready to get Italian F4 going in 2025. Apologies for the little technical issues we've had going on air. All of that is sorted, perfectly timed for the race getting underway. We're about to get going with the formation lap, and we're going to take you over to the battle screen for the moment as we completely just sort out the rest of our systems that have had a nightmare. Now, in the commentary box, my name is Emi. I'll be talking you through this session. We've got Ian Salvestrian, who will also be helping up there in the world feed commentary box as well for Italian F4. And we have a race which is going to be really interesting. I cannot wait for this one to get underway, and I cannot wait to see how it is all going to play out. Okay, while we just quickly sort out and fix all of the technical issues, I am going to actually hand over to Ian up in the commentary box. Hi, Ian.
Racing indeed, the World Superbike Championship to take place here next month, the middle of June. 41 drivers, 27 nations around the world here for round one of the 2025 series. Incidentally, remarkably, there are just 3 Italians on the grid, being led by the South American Salim Hernandez, who starts out of grid 1. The American, what a debut in Europe for the second generation racer, Sebastian Weldon. Thomas Stolchemanis, another former WSK World Karting champion, starting out of...
Yep, absolutely. Salim Hanna is at the front alongside Sebastian Veldon. We've got Thomas Stolchemanis in P3. Lucas Samalisto is in 4th position. As we look down to 5th, where we have Alexander Bondarev, who is alongside Newman Shi. Gabriel Gomez, the Brazilian driver, will go from 7th alongside Germany's Maxim Rem from 8th place. The live timings will kick up into gear in a few moments' time, as we then look to the next row on the grid. That is 9th and 10th. That belongs to Artem Severukin alongside Andrea Kostic. Ene Frey is alongside Theo Schrupp, who will go from 12th position on the grid. From P13, 14th, 15th and 16th, we are going to see Ella Ways alongside Dante Rinche. Alexander Savinkov is in 15th. Francesco Coppola is in 16th position. Yeah, the live timing's taking their time to come on ready for this race, but they will be hopefully getting going soon. Luca Ricciano is in 17th. Andrea Dupe is in 18th position. Bada Al-Salati is in 19th. And then we have Alexander Ruta, who will go from 20th position on the grid for Van Amersfoort. We now go to the next 4 drivers. And the next 4 drivers is Emily Cotti from 21st. Emo Tanju getting a lot of support from 22nd. Albar Guy is in 23rd. And then it's Ludovico Busso in 24th position on the grid. So in this race, you've got Group B, you've got Group C participating. And we are finishing the grid with Cornelia Olkutska in 25th. David Walter is in 26th. And the final driver on the grid is Phil Strenge, who will go from 27th position. Well, I mean, the challenges are already coming in. It's a brand new season. The challenges are already coming in with the grid. I'm just going to make sure our systems are completely perfected right before we get going as well. It's our first time that we're getting going here on this Saturday. No qualifying for these guys like Frecker had earlier on. They had their qualifying yesterday. So we're going to head back over to Ian while I just completely get everything ready before we head onto the formation lap.
This evening in race 2, so effectively we are racing heats this weekend as we build up to race 4, which is the final 36 to race. The final race, which is at 7:30 local time tomorrow evening here in Europe. Don't worry, it is time enough before you settle in to watch the Miami Formula 1 Grand Prix, where, of course, you know that overnight Andrea Kimi Antonelli, who won this title in 2022, only a couple of years ago, took a stunning pole position earlier this morning. All in readiness now for the first race of 2025. Salim Hanna to the right of screen. Sebastian Weldon joining us after racing in the US Formula 2000 Series, the US Pro Series. His younger brother Oliver racing in that very series also this weekend. as part of the IndyCar, the NTT IndyCar World Championship, as the cars set off on their formation lap. A beautiful sunny springtime day here at Misano on Italy's Adriatic coast. A tremendous sight. We're looking forward to this immensely. Great to have your company wherever you are watching us live all around the world. The world's most competitive junior car racing series. This is the Italian F4 Championship. Just a few kilometres from Italy's Adriatic coast. The circuit built in the early 1970s. The original track direction was not in the clockwise direction they're going now. It used to be anti-clockwise. Better known for motorcycle racing, but has been a mainstay in the early days for the European Formula 2 Championships, which raced here on the old circuit. Now a track length of just over 5 kilometres. A dry circuit, thankfully, here to race. Sorry, just over 4 kilometres, 4.2 kilometres. One lap of this circuit. It is a 25-minute plus one-lap race. You look at Lucas Samalisto going through. 28 is Newman Chi from the People's Republic of China. So the battle between the team from Vicenza Prema Racing Team and US Racing from Cologne in Germany continues on here this weekend at Misano. Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful conditions indeed. And, well, the timings are really, really annoying me when it comes to Italian F4. It's the same systems that Freca will also be using, but I've honestly had enough of TSL timings doing the exact same. They just don't come on until we actually get going. We're on the formation lap. At least get the timings going. At least get them started. Now we're in this ugly format. I was supposed to have Richie joining us. That isn't going to be the case for this one by the looks of things. But here we go then. These are the nervy moments. These are the final moments. Gabriel Gomez just getting himself into position. We are going to see off the grid Hannah Salim alongside Sebastian Velden. That will be your battle down into the first turn in Italian F4. The live timings are going to kick into gear, we will hope, any moment once those 5 lights go out. Also coming into position now, we do see Hannah Salim, Sebastian Velden, getting a lot of attention by loads of people across this field, so it'll be interesting to see how he does. Stolchamanis also in third, and then we have Lucas Samalisto, who will go from fourth. Well, yep, it really is that tense, it really is that nervy, as the final cars are getting into position. Ruta Alexander getting his car into position, so is Theo Schrupp. More drivers and cars still to come, further back as they line themselves up. Well, here we go, this is it, all of the waiting is about to come to a close, with the final car of stranger Phil Collin into place at the back. We are getting set, we are getting ready, a brand new season, about to burst into action for Italian F4, it is going to be all eyes to the 5 lights, which come on now! Italian F4 in 2025 is go! Jumpstart immediately coming in there from Theo Schrupp. He's going to blaze straight up into the lead. It is going to be Salim still in second position now as we make our way through the opening couple of corners. We had a couple of jump starts further back. A dramatic start for Italian F4 as we would have expected. We're side by side immediately. Can the whole field make their way through? Dramatic stuff at the start of the season. Exactly what we were expecting in terms of chaos immediately. But who knew it would be a jump start off the line for Theo Schrupp. There was also another car who jumped the start. They're all still trying to jostle for positions further back. We've also got Andrea Kostic trying to make some moves further back as we do get our timings working and going as the Italian F4 season gets underway, and we will bring you to the correct piece of information. We're side by side through the mid pack. Can they all make their way through? Well, it is getting super aggressive at the front of the field. You have Salim, who's going to be just trying to control things at this stage. They're still all battling. They're all still making their way through. What a dramatic start. What a dramatic start it has been to the contest. It's actually Maxim Rem who's been able to get ahead. That number 71 looked like a 21, so it's actually Maxim Rem who is ahead. And we're looking for the battle as Sebastian Velden tries to make the move. Sebastian Velden trying to get past Salim Hanna. And can Sebastian Velden make that move? That will be a critical overtake. That will be an important overtake if we are going to be seeing, going on the charge, Sebastian Weldon. That will be for the race win. It was a clear jump start for Maxim Rem. That's going to see him fade down the order quite a bit. Out of the final corner we go, across the line. Italian F4 systems beginning to glitch slightly, but we're across the line, continuing on and racing as we go down to turn number 1. Side by side we go, and that is going to be brave stuff around the outside. The Van Amersfoort battling their way through. The sun is really out, hard to identify the drivers at this stage. We have 25 minutes on the clock. You've got Group B versus Group C going on out there around this venue right now. So many battling cars absolutely everywhere. And there, off the road we are going to go. And that will be with Cornella. So Cornella going off the road. And that is not what they wanted at all. So will that bring out the yellow flags? Al-Kutska is the driver who went slightly wide by the looks of our last camera shot. We're still all battling our way through. The Primas are side by side. That's a move down the inside. And that will be a move complete. That will be a move complete. There. Stoltramanis going on the attack. Let's take a look at a replay at the start where we saw jump starts. Where we saw it all being quite wild. It was all quite wild for Italian F4. But yeah, a jump start coming in for quite a few drivers. The 5 lights were coming on screen and immediately some drivers were off and away. Before they had the chance, we're still all debating positions. So, positions still being debated further back. As we come out on the final corner around Misano. And make our way down towards turn number 1 around this circuit. Into that first turn we go. Is anyone going to be able to make any form of overtakes? I'm going to momentarily head back over to the world feed so we can completely fix our systems. With a new championship, it comes with trouble. We may actually not have the chance to do that because I can just see Salim Hanna really pushing. We're going to take a look at the replay and that will be contact. Contact is made. And you have Luca Ricciano being sent spinning round. That is late on the brakes to the inside. Attempting to make the move was Alexander Bondarev. And he is going to try and make it a drag race as he does battle with Luca Samalisto. Oh, there's going to be contact. Contact is made between the pair. Luca Samalisto trying to defend. And there was contact as Alexander Bondarev hit the back. And we're going side by side. Prema cars absolutely everywhere at this stage. And that will be going to the inside. Thomas Stoltramanis trying to find a way through. We're battling at high speed right now. 3 wide. We've got a damaged Prema car of Alexander Bondarev involved in the mix as well. He's going to fade down the order. We're still side by side. Still these two battling on. Stoltramanis trying to make the move around the outside. He'll have to sit in behind. That will not be the case at this stage. He will not be able to fight away by. Dramatic start to the Italian F4 season. Front wing damage still, though. Battling hard, it's Alexander Bondarev, who goes off the road. When he rejoins, there's going to be cars absolutely everywhere. Side by side, Sebastian Weldon around the outside. And he's going to get ahead of Salim Hanna. And that is a super move completed. Brilliant stuff from Sebastian Weldon, able to go all the way around the outside. We've got Waisu's coming to the pit lane. Let's take a look at a replay. This was the moment which saw contact made and Alexander Bondarev's car come into contact there. Out of the final corner we went, and the opportunity was there for the Van Amersfoort to also get in the mix. The Van Amersfoort really went for it, but now it's going to be an interesting fight. Now we're going to get into Italian F4 territory. Okay, I'm going to momentarily head over to the world feed so I can at least get our systems working. I was supposed to have Richie for this, so there's been a lot of late changes that have come in.
She has rejoined, but down in 27th and last place. Weldon gets the run on Ram. Elia Weiss, incidentally, just exiting from pit lane as well in the Cram Racing car. Gomez, Stoltramanis, Chi, Vinci up into 8 now is the Australian from Severukian. Kostic, Frey, Bondarev back to 12. A dive down the inside from Andrea Kostic, who's looking in great form here this weekend. Bondarev just behind. Then it's Savinkov, the second Ukrainian, Teo Shrot. Coppola for the returning Techno race team. Sebastian in second place now from Salim. This is the pole sitter back in third place. This is Sebastian Weldon, the second generation racer. The son of the late great Indy 500 champion Dan Weldon. Watching on, no doubt, from above. Proud of his boy in his first European race. This is his teammate, though. Not a great start for Alexander Bondarev, the Williams F1 Junior Academy driver, into pit lane for a new front wing, praying for a safety car. If that's to happen, no sign of that at the moment, as Sebastian closes in on the back of Maxim Rem. Remember, the start is under investigation. Bondarev will drop right down to the bottom of the field, potentially a lap down. In fact, no, he just rejoined the exit of pit lane right now, albeit half a lap behind. Alexander Bondarev is down in position 23.
He is indeed. And yes, we've just got a bit more information on screen for you at this stage. Nothing else we can do. Yeah, we're still waiting for confirmation, which it's annoying because it was very clearly a jump start, and I know nothing's been done about it yet, but it's just obvious. It's just quite obvious, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what they do. Yeah, with the technology issues, I'm not right now the most happiest person. Let's just say, yes. But I'm enjoying the race. I'm enjoying my first time covering this championship, even though it is so tricky to identify different cars. I mean, honestly, I'm telling you, I'm going to be so ready for the Porsche Super Cup this year. I'm so ready for it now. This is basically the Super Cup of single seaters, but it's just a lot more harder than the Porsche Super Cup even. And I'm not even exaggerating that. Literally, if I just pull up, here is the list of names. So this, of course, here's my entry list, which I've had to glue together because they do it in a weird format. Here's my entry list. Here are my name pronunciations that I don't have a clue on. There's 41 drivers in total. 25 of them I have no clue how to pronounce. Well, before today, of course. Now I know, but before today, I didn't know how to pronounce 25 of these names. I've literally filled a whole page and had to even use a bit of this side. It's honestly a tricky championship. But is this the moment for Sebastian Weldon to hit the front of the field? We're side by side for the lead, and Sebastian Weldon has got the inside line, and Maxim Rem, while we're waiting for a decision to be made by race control, he jumped the start. He's lost the lead at this stage, so it is Weldon, then Rem, and then it's Hannah Salim who drops down to third position. We'll want to try and make it second. Hannah Salim started on pole position, of course. Out of the final corner we go. Here at Misano for Italian F4. Let's see whether Hannah Salim can try and put some pressure on and try and go for some moves. The number 88. We've got the Premiers also trying to attack further back. That is going to be Thomas Stolchamanis, who currently sits in 6th position, as you can see on the leaderboard to the side. A really fascinating contest. A really exciting contest going on, playing out right now. What a moment it would be for Sebastian Weldon to see the checkered flag first at the end of today. And as Maxim Rem is given a 10-second penalty after the race, so he will be, as expected, he will not be in contention for this race victory. But what a moment it would be for Sebastian Weldon to get to the checkered flag first today. Hannah Salim will have something to say about it. It's going to be a phenomenal fight all the way to the end between Group B and Group C. We're of course going to hold the final, race 4, after we've done all of these group races, which is 3 in total. We're taking a look back at the start, where Maxim Rem went all the way up and through into first position. 14 minutes to go on the clock for Italian F4 as we battle our way through at this stage, and it's going to be a race that is really turning out to be dramatic and at the same time very fascinating. Just loading my Discord and stuff. Across the line we go. down into the first part of this circuit, and we find ourselves with Maxim Rem just navigating his way through, and he's actually lost a position. He's lost a place to Hannah Salim. So Salim Hannah, I should say rather, has moved up through. It always annoys me. It always annoys me with having the first names in second. It's just completely different from all of the other series. So it's like, you know, with what we're used to, and same with this. Considering I don't really know a lot of these drivers coming into this, so I've had to do a lot of prep. It's not easy just having them in different orders. It always confuses you. Really confuses. So, a difficult championship to cover. I'm happy that we have Freca later on. Italian F4 though, proving to be the challenge at this stage. So, we are going to review the contact that we had. I'm surprised we haven't got to the safety car, which honestly, slightly biased. I'm going to try and be a bit biased. And in my favour though. I'm going to try and be biased to my favour. And hope for one safety car, just so I can fully finalise everything. Because it's been glitching everything so much. That is late on the brakes. And that is Luca Samalisto fighting away by. And Luca Samalisto able to make the move and take the position away from Maxim Rem. So Rem, who will get a 10-second penalty applied after this race, has just lost that podium spot on the circuit now. Sebastian Weldon still our race leader as we come over the line with 12 minutes to go. 12 minutes still to go in this. Really, really exciting. They're all over the road. Are we going to see Thomas Stoltz-Martin able to do anything in the number 33 Prema? He is really, really trying to put some pressure on Gabriel Gomez in the number 78. We have Salim Hannah really starting to close in. This train is really, really exciting. There was a lockup from someone ahead. Let's hope that they all manage to make the corner. They're all wide, skating out very, very wide indeed, as they all push on. But yes, is there anything Halim Sana can do to try to take the victory away from Sebastian Weldon? A driver to watch, a star to watch of the future. And well, we've got some great storylines going on this weekend. With, as you heard from Ian Salvestrian earlier on, he mentioned about the fact that Kimi Antonelli, a champion of this series, was able to get to the F1 Sprint Shootout pole. And then over here, Sebastian Weldon doing really, really well. And then later on, Freddie Slater also has the chance to make history by becoming the first British winner in the Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine. But the championship that we're currently in is Italian F4. And they're racing down to the first turn. Gabriel Gomez just doing enough at this stage to defend, to keep his car ahead of the red and white Prema of Thomas Stoltz-Martin. And Stoltz-Martin is darting absolutely everywhere. Darting completely everywhere right now. Just waiting for an opening around this Misano racetrack. It'll be interesting to see whether an opening does come, as we make our way down into the next few couple of corners. Big overtaking opportunity. It is of course a motorbike circuit, this place. Used of course quite a bit for MotoGP and stuff. But Freca coming here, Italian F4 coming here, and I think it is pretty clear that Stoltz-Martin is getting quite bored of sitting in behind. He wants to go on, he wants to attack, so let's see whether Thomas Stoltz-Martin will be able to do it. 9 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock to go then. They're all pushing, they're all really, really attacking. We go through. Oh, Gabriel Gomez thinking about the move to try get ahead of Maxim Rem. Rem will stay ahead. He's going to get 10 seconds applied to his time. But if he can get ahead of Maxim Rem, it could do his race quite a lot of wonders in terms of putting himself a car between him and Stoltz-Martin. Okay, that will be an easy switch in position. Actually, he's going to let both of them go. So that is nice stuff. A nice touch from Maxim Rem. He jumped the star. He shouldn't be in this position. He is in this position, but he's not going to interfere. He's going to let the two drivers battle up ahead of Gomez and also Thomas Stoltramanis. So it's going to be really, really fun to see how this battle is going to play out. Now it's going to get exciting between these two. It's going to get fun in a few moments. Can the red and white Prema look for the move, thinking about it to the inside? This could be a battle that goes all the way to the end. Weldon at the front though. He is really, really having a great race as Sebastian Weldon in the number 98 machine at the front. Part of Prema Racing, of course, is Sebastian Weldon. Here is the chance for Thomas Stoltramanis rather, trying to put some pressure on. Let's see whether he can pass, as we see him darting to the left, darting to the right, trying to find the grip around the outside. Gomez will have that position still. Stoltramanis, though, is really going to be getting tired of just sitting in behind. We'll see Group A out in action later on as well. Out of the final corner, here's the chance now Stoltramanis needs. He needs to get by as soon as possible. This is for fourth position on the road right now. We flick it down through turn 1, into turn 2, 3, 4, comes up very quickly as well indeed. I think we're seeing a lot of tyre saving by a lot of the field, unfortunately, which is quite annoying, but it's the same thing that we saw in GB3 last time out, when we were covering that for the first time. You're just going to get loads of tyre saving, which is quite annoying, which I'll be honest, it is really, really annoying, seeing all of the tyre saving. Because all we want to see is some great racing, like we see Thomas Stoltramanis just having a look, and in Italian F4 and even in any series, even in Formula 1, if you can just have little half looks here and there, you can force mistakes, you can force lockups, and the opportunity could be there. But my word, is he going to be really excited when he gets this move done. Gomez doing everything he needs to just keep Stoltramanis behind, and that's all he can do at this stage. So here we go, side by side. This is a move further back, and that is going to be a move down the inside for Enea Frey. So Frey's able to make a move further back and is able to get past the Van Amersfoort car. That is Dante Vinci was able to get by on. So a nice, tidy and easy move completed there. Here we go, down into turn 1 again. As you can see from the data that we've got up here in the commentary box, it is really, really turning into one of those races. So Weldon is leading the way. He's got the fastest tour of the race as well. Let's quickly head back over down to Ian while I get the timer sorted, so you're actually able to see how much we've got left in this race.
Of the Italian F4 Championship, presented by WSK Promotion, together with Acci Sports, since the very first title was won by Aston Martin Formula 1 Grand Prix driver Lance Stroll. There's Salim in second. Samalisto. Gomez still being attacked by Thomas Stoltramanis. Thankfully a clean race here. No safety car intervention. A bizarre start to the 2025 season, with Maxim Rem from grid 8 storming into the race lead as the pole sitter was still stationary. A 10-second penalty has knocked Maxim Rem. I'll tell you exactly, he's currently 6th on the road, but with that penalty applied, he's currently 13th overall. The rest of the field coming onto the start-finish straight now. Severukian, Kostic, Zandrea, the Serbian, just outside the top 10. This is Enea Frey, P8 for the Swiss driver, for the Swiss team of Andreas and Esther Jenser. Behind is Vinci, Severukian, Kostic, Savinkov, Francesco Coppola, for the Techno Race team. Just outside the top 10. A superb debut for the young Italian. Only one of 3 Italians in the field. Andrea Kostic, car 4 going on through. The young Serbian, second year in the series in car 4. Just back behind, there's Savinkov for RSGP.
Absolutely, as well. Thank you very much, Ian. Momentarily talking you through that while I get our timing boards fully sorted. That is a huge lockup coming in. That is going to be a huge lockup for Coppola. So Francesco Coppola with a huge lockup coming through around this venue at this stage. Sebastian Weldon, well, we've got 2 minutes and 40... Wait for it. 40 seconds on the clock to go. Of course, it's different on there. It's different when it comes to the timing board. I'll actually see if we can times 2 this a little bit to get it better in sync as well. So, yes, I'm looking at pictures that are times 2 for a moment, while we just see how much this can catch up as well. We've got it to 2 minutes 6. Yeah, okay, so that's definitely reduced the perfect stuff. It was already on times 2, but I think it momentarily buffered or glitched a little bit for a moment. Yeah, apologies. Apologies for the technical issues. I had the absolute nightmare. The biggest nightmare I can have, where I noticed everything was wrong. So I had to delete the old stream, set up the new stream, and also I don't have access to thumbnail, so I had to, you know, download the thumbnail first and set that one up. It was... And all of this was with 5 minutes to go. And then I noticed all of the timings had also glitched, and they wouldn't even start it until the race got underway when the 5 lights went out. So annoying, but I mean, I guess, what can we do? What can we do? Okay. Well, Gabriel Gomez still under lots of pressure. Thomas Stoltamanis wants to make the move. Can he do it? It's if he can do it on the last lap, it will be a big moment in the race, considering how long he's been stuck behind. But Sebastian Weldon, the 16-year-old, is on his way to an Italian F4 victory. What a moment this is going to be. He's of course a member of the Andretti Global's driver development program. There's a reason for it. A really talented driver. And it's going to be interesting to see. He's going to be competing in E4 as well, which will be really fun this year. So looking forward to that. This is going to be really fun to see how it's going to play out. Well, the clock has hit 0. We're going to have +1 lap in this contest, as we still see Thomas Stoltamanis make the move. Only 36 drivers will be able to compete when it comes to our final. That'll be race 4. Later down the line, can Stoltamanis get by? 10-second penalty to Alexander Savinkov as well. That's the driver in 12th. We've just seen a switch in position. Artem has dropped down. Kostic has moved up. We are on to the final lap of the opening round of Italian F4. It has been a weird start to the season. It's been a dramatic start to the season. We had Maxim Remu, of course, found himself jumping the start. It meant that he went straight up into the lead. Halim Sano, though, went wheel to wheel with Weldon momentarily. Weldon was able to get by, and he has dominated ever since. The driver who started in second place is going to finish in first, using all of the road and a little bit more on this final tour, and it will be a final tour of celebration. It will be a victorious final tour. it's going to be Prema who are going to be getting a 1-2 in this contest. Lucas Amalisto driving for US Racing directly in behind. Weldon bringing it through. A driver who's got a lot of eyes on him. A driver who's got a lot of attention on him. And he's going to deliver brilliantly in his Italian F4 debut. He's making his way through the last few corners on the last lap. A brilliant performance from Sebastian Weldon, who comes across the line to take the checkered flag. He beats home the rest of the field to the win in race 1 at Misano. Group B versus Group C goes to Sebastian Weldon, and then it's going to be Salim Hano in second place, the driver who started on pole position. Lucas Amalisto will be in third position. Gabriel Gomez completes a brilliant defensive drive up against Thomas Doltramanis, who's in fifth. Maxim Rem is going to find himself dropping down due to the penalty, which you can see is playing out on screen. It means Newman is in sixth, and then we have Anea Frey in seventh, Andrea Kostic in 8th, Artem Severukin in 9th position, and Maxim Rem drops all the way down to 10th position. But the race, the day, belongs to Sebastian Weldon. He's done the job brilliantly to win on his Italian F4 debut. That was incredible. That was really, really good. Phenomenal stuff from him. Brilliant, brilliant. What a way to start our season. It's been a dramatic start, I can 100% tell you that. But it's also been quite interesting to see. I'm really looking forward to the Freca race that will be taking place later on, to see how that is going to play out. But yes, we've got groups that go on in this, so that's how that will be playing out. Okay, well, that completes this race. A really fascinating way to start the season. Sebastian Weldon's the winner. And we're going to hand over to Ian, who is up there in the commentary box.
First American or driver from the United States, to be more precise, to take victory in the Italian F4 Championship. Of course, Ugo Ugotukwu, Akshay Bora most recently. But the morning belongs to Sebastian Weldon, who takes victory here in race 1 here at Misano. Salim Hana, second for the Colombian. He is the top rookie.
Yep, absolutely. Sebastian Weldon ends as the winner. Salim Hana is in second position. Lucas Amalisto in third, and Gabriel Gomez ahead of Thomas Doltramanis. Newman Shi and A. Frey was directly in behind as well. And then it was Andrea Kostic, Artem Severukin in 9th position. Maxim Rem was the driver who finished in 10th for US Racing after jumping the start, going from the 8th row all the way down to the front, and then getting a 10-second penalty and dropping down once again. We had Francesco Coppola in 11th, Dante Winche in 12th, Barda Al-Solati in 13th, Andrea Dupe in 14th, Ludovico Busso in 15th, Alexander Savinkov was directly in behind in 16th position, and then it was Emily Cotti in 17th, it was Albag Guy in 18th, Emil Chandra was in 19th, and then it was Phil Collins Strenge who finished in 20th. In 21st, it was Luca Vicianu in 21st, and then it was Alexander Bondarev in 22nd, Alexander Ruta in 23rd, David Walter in 24th, Terry Shroop was in 25th, and there was Race in 26th, and our driver in 27th was Cornelia.
Hello.
There we go. There's Ian. I was waiting for Ian to come back. There we go. A bit more silence. I think we're just trying to hear into some of the conversations going on, but we can't really hear too much. So. Just listening in Well, trying
Mr.
to.
Luigi Palumbo of WSK Promotion down there in Parc Ferme. And we'll try and get a word from our race winner and Laura Cola in just a moment. What a debut for the American. Sebastian, Monday morning. Italian classes for you, mate. A super victory. Crossing the line, though, in third place. Good start to his 2025 campaign. The driver from Finland for Us Racing, Luca Samalisto, Salim Hanna, the first rookie home in position 2. But the race winner is Sebastian Weldon, who's down in pit lane. Let's hear from the American now.
So you managed the full starts perfectly, and you followed up with a very controlled performance to the race. Congratulations.
Yeah, it was really well. I was just managing the tires towards the end just to save them for race 3. But I got a pretty good start. I just didn't lose my head a little bit, and it was a really good race. I can't thank the team enough for everything they've done, and it was a good race.
See you later.
Thank you.
We will indeed see you later, certainly, Sebastian, as we take a look at the highlights from the first race. A bizarre start. Maxim Rem from grid 8 took the race lead. Multiple cars jump start. The yellow flag was flying as a couple stalled in the background. It was Maxim Rem from grid 8 who did lead down into turn 1, but was soon awarded a 10-second penalty. To his credit, though, he did still finish in position 10. A clean race. Andrea Kostic, the Serbian, having a great drive into position 8. Kornelia Okultska going around in the opening stages of the race, ultimately to make a stop. Alexander Bondarev off the road and lost the front wing. The Williams F1 Junior Academy driver having to make a pit stop and ultimately finishing in 22nd place with news that that race was under investigation. Sebastian did not wait. Weldon drove on by Ram to take the race lead. Samalisto going through on his teammate into position 3, but it's Sebastian Weldon who takes victory here from Salim Hanna Hernandez and Lucas Samalisto on the podium in third place. Salim Hanna, the top rookie home. Newman Chi, second in the rookie race as well. Weldon takes the victory. Artem Severoukian was the third rookie home, the driver from Kyrgyzstan. But Weldon takes the victory from Hanna, who's the top rookie. Samalisto Gomez, not a bad start for the Brazilian, misses the podium, but he will be a contender throughout the rest of 2025. The podium here, we'll see Luca, Salim and Sebastian. Here is the Finn who spoke to Laura before the race. He stands on the podium. A good start for the US Racing team, who took the title in 2023 with Kasper Stuka. Salim Hanna, the Colombian second. And from Florida in the United States of America, Sebastian Weldon takes victory in the first race of 2025.
Centrale di AC Sport a consegnare il trofeo al terzo classificato, il finlandese Luca Samalisto. Ora è il momento di consegnare il trofeo d'argento e quindi pronti con il trofeo d'argento per incensare il colombiano Salim Hanna.
Race 2 to take place at 6 o'clock this evening. Heat races up until tomorrow night's final. Lucas Samalisto, P3, Salim Hanna in second, and Sebastian Weldon takes victory in the first race of the 2025 championship. Marco Cortese accepting the team's trophy on behalf of the Prema Racing team.
Un applauso al podio, and now we have to take the pictures, so please, can you look on your left side all together for the pictures? Okay, on the same step of the podium, please.
the first podium of 2025. A clean start, thankfully.
For the pictures.
And the drivers from Finland, Colombia and the United States, first, second and third. A great start to the first round of the 2025 series. It is the first of 4 races here at Misano. 41 drivers for the first round. We'll see you back at 6 o'clock this evening for race 2, live from Misano.
Thank you very much, Ian, and that is exactly going to be the case. We will see you later on today for another race. Right before that, the Freca season opener as well. But apologies for all the little technical issues here and there. We'll hopefully be back to normal with also Wes joining us in the commentary box for race 2. Thank you very much, and we will see you there to see whether Sebastian Weldon can take another victory, or will it belong to someone else like Keen Nakamura Berta, who's taken pole for race 2 and race 3. Goodbye.